It's that time again. Only, let's see. I don't have a welder still. Yep, didn't happen. It's okay, no big deal. Probably none of those ones on Craigslist were probably the right ones for me anyway. It's usually how it goes. So, no, never mind. I'm looking down the fin of my car and optical illusion. Anyway, hold on. Yeah, optical illusion. That's just the way it is. Anyway, so I'm going to tackle the back seat. Stock back seat. Here's the deal. The stock back seat top, if you're looking at the car back seat top, the wheel tubs are here. If the car is mini tubbed to the edge of the frame, then the stock back seat won't fit. And I want to run a stock back seat. So I'm going to figure out and I'm going to show you guys exactly what you have to trim. And I have a junky old seat. So it doesn't matter to me if it's not going to get hurt. Not going to hurt my feelings any, but I'm going to cut the frame and the springs and modify it to figure out exactly how far it's got to be able to slide back in there where it's got to go. But first, all right, let's get this vacuum out of here. All right, much better. Come look. Look at that. That's the holes where the roll bar went in, there and there, and there, and there. All right, here's the back seat area, all nice and clean. I'm gonna stick the lower, it's out there. I'm gonna stick that in here and get it up against here and see how it fits around that bottom area. And then once that's in, if you guys can see a hole in the floor, there's pins that go in there on the bottom of the seat, and then on the top back here, about right there, there's some hooks that go back there that I've got to re-weld on. They look like this. They weld off in the middle there on a tab, and the seat kind of just slides up and down on top of these hooks. So they go in there somewhere. I've got to take measurements and figure that out. So I'm going to go slide that seat in and see what happens. Oh yeah, that seat bottom is, look at that thing. It's pretty rusty. Slide her back where she should go. Looks like I need to make a little trim right here. You have to trim it right here, bend this frame in, cut the frame, fit it into here to get this to go up against this wheel tub. So here, this spot here, springs are really rusty. Here and over on that corner, right here, has to loosen up. This has to be cut away. So I'm going to get my death wheel out and I'm going to chop this off right here and make it flush this way. So straight across here, in keeping with this section here. So I'm going to cut that off. And I'm going to slide this in here. I'm going to do the same thing with that one and slide this in here. So I'm going to get the death wheel and start cutting. I'll chop it up, I'll fit it, and then you guys can see how it fits, and you'll know on yours, when you go to do it, what it looks like. Puppy, stop. We need to get water. Stop, puppy, stop. Stay quiet. Fire. Yay, fire, yay. Let's see how that fits. Let's see how that fits. All right, it's in its hole where it goes. Wow, seat is junk. That seat is junk. It's in there where it goes. How about that? All right, let's try and stick that back seat in there, shall we? I'm gonna slide it through the back window because I don't have one. Just gonna slide it in here, manipulate it to go where I want it to go, and then see what happens. Wow, my seats are, the seat frames on these things are totally gone, but you know, for over here in Hawaii, it's all we can get. It's all I can get anyway. All right, I'm gonna bring you over here so you can see what I'm looking at here. All right, where'd you go? Here we go. So that obviously isn't gonna work. Let me unplug the battery here. Okay, not gonna work. All right, normally the wheel would fit in that whole space right there, but see how far the tub is? Let me get a tape and I'll bring you back and I'll show you exactly how far that is. Hold on a second. All right, let's look at this. Let's get this tape measure in here. Let's try it like this. From this spring, am I blocking your view? Maybe. Okay, from this spring, from that bar right there, my wheel tub is 1 7/8 inches. Is the width of my wheel tub from this bar for reference. I'm gonna go check the other side just to be sure, so I know that we're centered in there and that I'm not telling you a lie. Yep, 1 7/8 inches. So 1 7/8 inches from that bar, from that rib, I've got to cut this section here 1 7/8 inches from this bar. That's what we're gonna have to do here. So I'm gonna pull this seat out, put it over there in the yard, okay, so it doesn't catch fire, and then all the way down there, I'll just make that cut. And probably, so it's gonna, what's gonna happen is I'm gonna lose this spring and this rod right here, but not all the way up. So it looks like I could probably leave this rod. The wheel tub is, top of my wheel tub is 6 inches from the top of my deck up here. So if I come down 6 inches from, say it's flush, so I can go right, roughly, right below here. So right here, roughly, right here, this spring might stay. I'll probably end up cutting it. So right here and down, all the way across, I'm just gonna chop that out. I'm gonna take this whole spring out right here and lay that sucker in there on both sides. So I'll get right back with you in just a second. I'll show you how that fits. All right, so it only took me a few minutes. Essentially, I lost this section, just basically this bar that runs right across here, and then there's 2 loops that come up to it. So I lost it. I just took it off. Let me get one real quick. I'll show you. Right here. This is on this side, actually. Nope, this side. This is it. Okay, so essentially this section here, that section there, I cut it out and I moved the springs inboard. I pushed them in. So now the springs are pushed in this board and I get to keep them. Hopefully your seat is not as, there is another bar down here that you're going to have to trim out, the same thing, cut it here and here, maybe, and then if I was keeping these seat springs, I'd cut it here the same spot and I'd bend in my own bar to run here. And I probably would move the bar to this side here and just do like a, you know, probably jog off and then do like a thing here to hold these springs in. But on this thing, no. I just want it to be in there to look good for, well, for me. So it covers this big hole in the back. Look, storm again. But there's blue sky and storm. Anyway. Yeah, that's, I'm going to stick this in real quick. I got to stick it in through this side. It means I got to fold the seat forward and then slide that sucker in there and see how it fits. But I'll be back in just a second. And there you have it. Back seat's in. Move this out of the way. Another episode of how to do the right thing the wrong way, or, you know, all the wrong things the wrong way. But it's in. It's actually in. Let's climb in there and see if we can fit in there, because I kind of want to see what it looks like sitting in the back seat. I'm going to get dirty, I think. Don't know how clean that is. Anyway, okay, here we go. Climb on in. Let's get in here. Oh! Oh, man. I'm a big boy. Boy, with that roll bar in there, it's going to be tight. Oh, hey, I'm in. I'm in the back seat. It's actually not too bad if I put seat covers on here and all that. Look at that headliner. That's not bad at all. Kind of springy. I love these front seats. But yeah, it'd be cool. 4-speed. Imagine this hoop. Just a nice hoop running right across here like this and down through that giant hole in the floor. Yep, about right there. I'm thinking about right there. Up and across and down. PPE. Yeah. I'm really stoked. I mean, this doesn't look that bad, right? Comfortable. Got to put the headliner back up, but other than that, you know, I mean, it's not bad, right? It's all right. Roll the windows up. Windows are up. Rolling down. Oh, I need to grease them. Boy, they're tight. But there's tons of leg room back here. I mean, look. There's some leg room. Leg room? What do you think? I'm 6'2", 240. Well, 235. Oh, you know what else I ordered? You see that right there? That hole where the heater controls go? Ooh, I got a surprise for you guys. Well, that's it for this episode of doing the right thing the wrong way, or who's your something teacher? I don't know. Just what I do. You know, I wanted to call this thing B&C Automotive. Since I was a little boy, my buddy Cameron we were probably, I don't know, how old are we, Cam? Maybe 8, 9, something like that. We used to build model cars, and we wanted to be BNC Automotive. That was what we wanted to be. And so I don't know why I didn't name this channel BNC Automotive. I already had Jaws. Jaws was already from my company name. But BNC Automotive would have been pretty cool. And I need to stop here pretty quick before I get into a story and this battery dies. So, see you next time. Thanks for watching.